What's up there, YouTube? How you doing? Hopefully, notice is going out. I thought I just heard my other phone ring, so maybe they are sending out notices for my live stream. Let's check her out. See if. Okay. Wait a minute. What the hell's going on with this? Yep. Notice went out. That's cool. Hey, how you doing? Whoever's on there. Thanks for stopping by. Just wanted to hop on here. Just because it was about time. I've been on here for a couple days. Did a couple of videos, but I don't think I did live streams for a day or two. And I just wanted to get on here and talk about, excuse me, all the craziness going on with all the solar storm and all the shit. Hey, what's up, everybody? So you got a few people on there. I just wanted to talk about this solar storm thing. They seem to have been like really bugged out about it. And here it is. What are we on? Sunday afternoon, late in the afternoon. I don't see anything to worry about so far. My internet's working better than it ever has. I don't know. Maybe we got to get more sunstorms coming through, solar storms, whatever. I guess something's going to happen sooner or later. But you know, I've said this in a video earlier that the whole thing is with the solar, the what do you call that? Aurora Borealis effect. They had, I think it was NASA, or no, forgive me, that's not NASA, it was HAARP. HAARP about 2 months ago was testing their equipment somehow with University of Alaska or some university, and they were doing experiments to see if they could heat up, I think, the ionosphere or something. And I'm not sure if I got this correct, but what happens is it causes an aurora borealis. So a lot of people are saying, and I don't know, maybe because we get lied to pretty frequently and pretty regularly, especially through that fake news sources out there. Here's the deal. What are they doing with all that HAARP equipment? Why did they build all that? And is it evidently they can make an effect that looks like a regular aurora borealis, northern lights, basically, is what I think they call it. And if so, and this is a bit of a leap in one way, but if you follow what I'm saying here, there's somebody, I said this earlier on another video, there's a guy out there who has his own channel. He's had many channels, actually, and they keep knocking him off of him. Originally, one of his channels is a call for an uprising. Now, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. A lot of people who are on the internet probably know him by now. He's been around for a long time, and he's just putting stuff out there that I guess YouTube don't like, whatever. The point being is what he's saying is at least interesting and should at least, if you have a brain in your head, at least I say look at it and say, yeah, maybe the guy's got a theory or a point there that's worth at least looking at. Because when you just deny everything because they want to censor it and everything, then you got to say, well, what good is a fucking brain if you're not allowed to use it and listen to the guy's opinion or whatever, and you decide? God gave you a brain. Don't you think you should be able to make choices in your life? Or are we just robots here? And if so, you're going to walk lockstep in this next pandemic that's coming down the street at us at full blast because they're getting ready to drop more on us. I just say that you should be able to, you know, not have everything censored, and we should get some kind of truth through here every now and again, because it's ridiculous. But we're never going to have, we're not in control. The people with money are in, but ultimately God's in control, and he's letting it happen for whatever reason. This is all happening. It's all going to play up to the end, and we're getting closer and closer to the end. And they're in for a surprise because the end doesn't happen the way they want it. That's all I'm going to say. I think things are moving faster. It's the quickening. If you look in the Bible, I believe it's called the quickening somewhere in there. I've heard of it. And what happens is end times get speeded up a little bit. And the reason being is I think even God says somewhere in there about how it is. If God didn't speed it up, not even the elect would, live through what's coming. I might be a little off on my biblical wording on that, but there is something in there on that, and you can go check it out. So things seem like they're moving faster and faster and faster, and we're getting to the finish line. And I believe it's not far at all, and that this is just a theory I got about the whole thing with the, remember when the eclipse came through? I think as a marker, a time marker, 40 days to get our shit right, or punishments come and judgment or something's getting ready to happen. And a lot of other people on the internet were saying that. And I tried to do a video about that earlier. I was half awake, and I messed up in it. I one time said the date of I was talking about Israel in 1948, I believe it was. They were attacked by 5 nations, and later on, for some reason, I looked at something else and I said 1962. So forget I said that. It was 48 that I meant, and in the early part of the video I said that. Anyway, there is something to say, and that's, by the way, the anniversary of that is coming up on the 15th, May 15th. And I said that May 15th, keep an eye out, something may happen. It also says, in all fairness, it says in the Bible not to be setting dates and be, the rapture's happened this, that. And I'm not trying to. I'm just saying God said to be ready. So, because what'll happen if you keep listening to every date and everything, you're going to be even more confused. But, however, it's important to stay ready and stay on your toes, because he comes like a thief in the night. Jesus is coming back, and things are going to, this craziness has got to come to an end sooner. It's spinning like a top out of control, and something's got to give here. But to keep on the subject, see, I jump around a lot. I apologize. I got a lot of thoughts in my head, and it's hard. I'm frustrated trying to get them out. And I don't write nothing down. I do off the top of my head. Sometimes I pay the price. Other times it flows. Today it's flowing a little bit. But what I'm trying to say is that in a certain amount of time, which would be 40 days, I was talking about the marker, the sign of Jonah. When the eclipse came, people were talking about that. They might not be too far off on this. They might be spot on. The 40 days could be a marker from the eclipse. Will end up on the 18th of this month. And also the 15th, which is 3 days before, is when Israel got attacked by 5 different nations, and they became a nation state right around that time. Anyway, what I was saying is, geez, I just lost my train of thought. Nation state. Wait a minute. Sorry. Somebody just walked by me, threw me off. It's hard to do a live stream in your car when someone's walking by for some reason. For me, anyway. What the hell was I just saying about that? Oh, I know what it was. The whole thing with the 15th, and the 18th, it's 3 days away from each other, right? All right. The 3 days, something could happen on the 15th, and they're talking about power grid going down all this time, and they're talking about what was the other thing? The power grid and all this aurora borealis, all this stuff. On the 15th, if that does go down, it'll be 3 days of darkness, could go right into the 40th day. And then from there, who knows, does that mark tribulation, or, the beginning of tribulation, or anything? It could be a marker. Anyway, I'm going to finish this later. I'll get back on here. There's too much distraction. I got somebody sitting right next to me. I don't know if you saw him, but it just blew my mind. I couldn't think. So I'm gonna pop back on here and have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Hit me with a thumbs up if you can. I'll talk to you later in a while. All right, thanks. All right, there you go.